storing, managing, and analyzing, okay, qualitative data. But when it comes to analyzing, you are, I would say, the protagonist. You are the one who knows exactly what your research is. You do not, this is not AI. Even AI, you gotta ask, you gotta give some prompts, right? So you have to know exactly and clearly about your own research data, okay? Yeah, so this is something you gotta bear in mind, okay, before delving into the world, okay, of in vivo world, okay? So, and so what in vivo can do, in vivo can help us to organize our data and also organize your thoughts through memory, journaling, okay? You can jot down anything, right, okay? And also to support reflecting your data in memos, okay? Then to dig deeper in your data. As I said, you got is an iterative process. You can go, back and forth. All right, yes, okay, so this is why I would like to use this tool. And again, I think I just mentioned this previously. This is not a linear process, but a constructive and iterative process, okay? So you gotta use this because that can help you to save time, quickly organize and retrieve. This is very important, to retrieve data. Okay, yes, okay, you can go back to NVivo and you gotta give a query. You want to know probably some themes or some keywords. Then that will lead you back to the original quotes that you are importing, say your interview data. Yeah, okay, group, focus group, okay, interview, etc. So that is a very important feature here. And cover connections that aren't possible manually. Okay, because you can visualize it. Okay, visualize your data to see the connection. And rigorously back up findings with evidence. Okay, so there are some benefits. So for example, that's a searchable warehouse, and that is, as I said, that will increase your efficiency. And also that will extend the longevity and reusability of your data, okay? And push the boundaries, improve the efficiency and effective of teamwork. Yeah, and River allows teamwork, okay? Yeah, so you can work with your teammates, yeah, okay, your fellow classmates. All right, and then let's see, how will NVivo support your analysis that will help you to manage data, ideas, query data, visualize data, report from the data, right? Okay, so how will NVivo support your analysis? As I said, that can help you to manage it, right? To organize and keep track of many messy records, and manage data to organize and provide rapid access to conceptual and theoretical knowledge, generating the course of the study, and query data. All right, so this is very important because, as I just said, you can ask simple or complex questions of the data and have the program retrieve from your project, okay, all information relevant to determining an answer to those questions. Then you can visualize it, okay, then report from the data. All right, so this is it. This is the interface, okay, so when you are opening the software, you're going to see this. Okay, I'm using NVivo 12 Pro. All right, yes. And then when opening the software, I would suggest that firstly, before just and just inputting all your data, you can go to sample project. Later, I'm going to use the sample project. Okay, and the following slides. And then you can explore how the NVivo can help you to do what you want to do. Yes. And then next step is you go to click that. That is a blank project. Then you can create your project. Okay? Right. Okay, so the first step is to go to sample project, then blank project. All right. So where to begin? This is the interface. All right, the interface. This is the NVivo. Right, okay, and later I will show you the features. Okay, so, and this is, I just, This is the process, okay? When conducting, your research by using NVivo, firstly, you gotta start a project, all right? And working with qualitative data files. Here, that means you gotta prepare your documents, okay? Your documents including what? Your papers or your data. Yeah, okay, then you can import, okay, you can import those data into NVivo, right? So import documents, all right, then you can working with notes. Okay, creating notes is very, very important, all right? So I would say that in order to create meaningful and relevant notes, you gotta do literature review first. Yes. Okay, that will give you lots of idea, and you're going to see the association between. Okay, so that's the notes. Then next step, you got a coding. Okay, you do coding qualitative data. You got to use the code. Then going further, okay, start analysis. Okay, for example, going further with the concept, categories, themes, etc. And again, it's a constructive and iterative process. Okay, right. Right. Alright, so when creating your own project, you gotta, I would like to remind you, this is very important. Early use, you do not just wait until very, late of your project, okay? No, you gotta do it, you just use it as early as possible, because that will ensure you do not lose precious early thoughts, okay? Your thoughts is so precious. It's very, very, very important. Okay, so do not, remember everything not saved, okay, we lost, right? So that will help you clarify your thinking as you plan your project, okay? And okay, all right, and also that will give you a gentle introduction to the software and the chance to gradually develop your skills as your project builds up, all right? So you gotta use it, okay, as early as possible, okay? And also, early use will act as a reminder that data collection, data analysis are not separate. This is very important, okay? Data collection, data analysis are not separate processes, no, okay? It can happen concurrently, right? Okay, so you have to bear this in mind. All right, so when creating your project, okay, you gotta remember that, you gotta launch it first, then you can go to the blank project. Then you go create one new project, okay? All right, I think that is, no-brainer, okay? It's not so difficult to use, it's user-friendly, all right, okay? So then it will ask you to save it, okay? And so this is firstly what you're doing when you are creating your new project, okay? So then next, let's see, all right. Everywhere will ask you to give it the title, okay? For example, my dissertation study, okay? My, term paper, okay? For example, was, whatever you like, okay? Some description here, all right? That can help you, okay, to summarize, okay? Yeah, your research, okay, in a nutshell. All right, so, you gotta bear this in mind, okay? Because it's very, very important you only work with the NVivo project on your hard drive. Unless you have purchased NVivo for Teams, so that you can work online. Okay, right, okay, you gotta save, okay, you work with NVivo project on your hard drive, okay, and it's a very important reminder. Alright, so this is the basic interface, okay, remember this one? Okay, the interface. So basically you gotta have 4, okay, sections. The first one is the ribbon, okay, or the features, or the function, basic function. And then on the left side of the screen, you got navigation view. Alright, in the middle, you got list view. Then on the right side of the screen, you got detail view. Okay, so layer by layer. Once you just click this, that will show you which list you guys belong to, and also show you the detail. And you can open different tabs. Okay, right? Yes, if necessary, of course. All right. So in detail, the ribbon. Okay, the ribbon is designed to help you locate, okay, comments, okay, commands. And commands are organized into logical groups, collected together under tabs, okay, under tabs. Each tab relates to a type of activity, all right? So it depends on what you're going to do, all right? Such as creating new project items or analyzing resource materials. Okay, that's the ribbon, okay, ribbon. Then here comes the navigation. This is, remember, on the left side of the screen, that's navigation, okay, view. So the view provides access to all your project items. So usually I will go to navigation, okay, to see what I'm going to do next. And then items are organized under group buttons, okay? So for example, like sources, like your interview data, okay? Focus group, okay, interview, okay, for example, notes, yeah, okay, this is where you can see your notes in the navigation view, and also queries, okay, so when you click on the folder and navigation view, its contents are displayed in list view in the middle, okay, in the middle. And if you want to go into detail, then you click on the list view, and then that will show you in the detail view. Yeah. All right. So the navigation view is like this. Okay, so this is where your sources are, codes, okay, notes, all right, and files. So for example, focus group, okay, interview, and even literature. Okay, you can put all relevant papers in every row. But well, it depends on, you know, your habits and also your way of, you know, reading and organizing your literature. Okay, but it's also allows us to do this. All right, yeah. And student stories, media, survey data, even Twitter. Okay, yeah, FB postings. Yeah, okay, Insta. All right, you name it. All right, so then navigation view, data, and okay, I'm pretty sure of this. All right, data are neatly organized in files. Okay, as you see over there. Okay, so files, for example, like transcripts, audio, video, surveys, or also, you know, social media, as I just said previously. Then you got codes. All right, so codes are organized to help you examine concept or thematic notes. So what is it, notes? Notes are the concept containers. Okay, the concept containers. Okay, again, you gotta do literature review first. So that will give you lots of ideas. Okay, right. And that run across your files, communication, time, trust, vaccination, for example. Then cases, you gotta have cases. You know, cases is also very important. Okay, particularly when you're having probably more than 5 cases. I mean, you know, 5 participants. Okay, yeah, things will become, you know, more complicated, right? So cases contain qualitative data as well as demographic. All right, age, educational background, proficiency level, nationality, right? Okay, etc. And as well as demographic or even quantitative data for your analysis. Okay, like say, see here, Barbara, Susan, Dorothy. So these are your participants. We can put all the data about your participants in cases. All right. Then notes help store your ideas and are sometimes linked to files or notes. So your memo, for example, okay, for initial interpretations. Right. Okay. So these are very important. It's all in the navigation view. Okay. Alright, and also, NVivo allows us to ask about connections among items in the project. Usually through, you gotta use query or sets. Okay, right. I use query, okay, very often. Because I want to see the connection. I want to see the association. Alright, yes, so this is a, the feature, okay, that you go to. Maps, I'm not using maps a lot, all right? It's providing an area to explore and express ideas visually. Again, it depends your own data. Okay, yes. Output offers pre-established formats for getting data out of the software. Windows only, yes. Then we come to the list view. Okay, it's on the right side of the screen, remember? Right. So the list view displays the contents of your folder. So you can double click an item, okay, and list view to open it in detail view. All right, so you can do this, source items, okay, add selected items to sets. Oh, you can do delete, cut, copy, paste, print, and export items. You can do all of these things in the list view. Okay, right, yeah, so this is the first one. Then this is the list view, okay, the list view. All right, okay. Some details about your data. Detail view, in this view you can explore the content of your project items. For example, in detail view you can annotate, okay, you can annotate or code the content of a source. You can see all the source content that has been coded at a node, all right? And also you can view the results of a query, all right, so that's the list view. Okay, here comes the pop quiz. Are you very sleepy? All right, wake up. Okay, so let's see. Want to tell me what is number one? Oh, good. Okay, 3 points. Okay, then what about number two? Okay, okay. Then number three? That's not the latest version, my bad. Okay, number two, number three, 5, 4, 6, 7. Okay, you are on so